Hi guys, LC Fifa here, and welcome to this 89 rated Lev Yashin play review. Yashin is always one of the more popular reviews I do every year, so I always try and review at least as many cards of his that I can. Anyway, as you can see on screen, this is the team I started him in. We've got Yashin in goal, Gosens, Akanji, Diaz, Carlos and Di Lorenzo in defence, Benacer and Tonali in midfield, with Son, Osimhen and Sterling in attack. Yashin 6'2", is right footed and has a 1-star skill moves and a 3-star weak foot. Moving on to looking at his stats, he's got 91 diving, 86 handling, 72 kicking, 92 reflexes, 64 speed, which is broken down to 69 acceleration and 57 sprint speed, and finally 89 positioning. And I only use him with a goalkeeper basic chemistry style, so he always had these +4 boosts you can see on screen now. Briefly onto his icon profile, and he doesn't really highlight a particular game, more just his ability during the 1950s, specifically his performances in the Olympic Games in 1956. And then onto his traits quickly, and he doesn't actually have any traits. 91 diving plus 89 Yashin, up there as one of the best diving goalkeepers, currently available in FIFA 23. In fact, he's currently joint second with informed Donnarumma, behind Ocampos and Yashin's 91 version, which both have 93 diving. When it came to his performances in game, his diving really does stand out. Some of the saves Yashin made would have definitely been the goal conceded with another goalkeeper between the posts. He's capable of making both one and two-handed saves depending on the shot he's facing, and mostly he did use his hands to save shots rather than his body to keep the ball out. His ability to spring himself into the diving animation gives him great coverage of the overall goal, even against some of the best finishers in the game. Where he did struggle though was against long shots. With him being 6'2", it was something I was concerned about even after the most recent patch. Although I will say it did take a great long shot to beat Yashin, I did notice it conceded more than I usually see go in. Similar to his diving, 92 reflexes plus 89 Yashin, up there as one of the best goalkeepers in the game in this category. It's definitely key to the success of his diving saves, as his quick reflexes allows him to react to the shot quickly enough to reach the ball. When it came to saving shots taken inside the box, there's no doubt that this Yashin card is the best I've used so far for making reflex saves. There are a few saves he made from angles and positions on the pitch that I know keepers are usually prone to conceding from, but Yashin managed to get a hand to the ball to stop it from going in. Next is his handling, which to be honest is one of the more disappointing areas of this card. Shots that lack proper shot power or are close enough to his body, Yashin will most likely catch. And for the more difficult to reach shots, I have no problem with him not being able to hold on to the ball. The problem I found though was that sometimes he'd get a hand to the ball but would fail at pushing it away from danger. This does open you up to the possibility of conceding rebound goals. All keepers will struggle from this from time to time, but I did notice that Yashin pushed the ball into dangerous areas more than usual. 64 speed is very fast for a goalkeeper. In fact, this is a stat that will probably keep Yashin as one of the fastest goalkeepers in the game for all of FIFA 23. What makes this even better though is his actual speed split. 69 acceleration makes him almost as fast as some centre backs when running from a standing position. Like I said in my Edison and Lloris reviews, he's a perfect goalkeeper for those players that like sweeper keepers. He's so quick off his line that it can feel like having an extra defender at times. He doesn't have the rushes out of goal trait, but because of how fast his acceleration is, Yashin comes out to collect passes into the box to stop a shot on goal. This is also very helpful when coming out to collect crosses into the box, as his speed enables him to come out and reach the ball in the air. Distribution is always one of the weaker stats on any Yashin card, and this is one of the negative areas of this 89 version. 72 kicking is quite poor for a goalkeeper of this rating. When kicking out of his hands, the ball does just about make it over the halfway line before bouncing. It can also lack a bit of accuracy, and it feels more like you're targeting an area of the pitch rather than a specific player. This is similar to kicking the ball off the ground in open play, although his kick power won't manage to send the ball past the halfway line. Yashin also doesn't have the long throw trait. As I mentioned in my other reviews, this doesn't seem as noticeable when compared to previous FIFAs. The biggest difference is, over longer distances, the ball will drop off a lot quicker, which makes it easier to intercept. The final area to discuss is his positioning, which was great for me. The amount of saves Yashin made that didn't require him to dive too far to reach the ball showed he was in the best position to make the save most of the time. When it came to him rushing out, his starting position is also very important, as it could be the difference between Yashin collecting the ball from the attacker's feet or your opponent getting a shot off on goal. You could argue that his positioning could be partially to blame for his weakness against long shots. Maybe it is a factor in that, in combination with his height, sometimes he stands a little bit too far off his line, giving him less chance to move across the ground to reach the shot. So overall, I'm going to give 89 Yashin an 8.7 out of 10. For a base icon goalkeeper that's relatively affordable, I'd be really happy using this card in the future. I think his positives and ability to save you in crucial moments in matches far outweigh his weaknesses, but I do think if you like to bring your keeper out a lot, you'll struggle to find a better goalkeeper for that type of play style than this Yashin, or any of his other higher rated versions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. And to request any future content, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll be sure to reply.